couldn't possibly do a 1914 themed HutVent without mentioning huts themselves. Now, I am currently sitting in a Royal Naval Air Service hut, which originated from an aerodrome at Aldeburgh. Now, when the war broke out in 1914, there was enough brick accommodation for 179,000 men. When the Parliamentary Recruiting Committee put the call out for 100,000 men, they ended up with over 1 million men signing up. Now, this was fantastic news for the British Army, but this also created a whole load of problems for them because that meant that they didn't have enough uniforms, there wasn't enough equipment, there wasn't enough weapons, and more importantly, there wasn't enough accommodation. So Major Armstrong of the Royal Engineers was tasked with designing a number of different types of wooden accommodation. Within months, contractors had built enough wooden accommodation for over 800,000 men, which was quite remarkable and to this day remains the biggest building project in British history. And the building didn't stop there. It continued throughout the war and on all fighting fronts overseas as well. After the war, the government needed to recover the costs of all this hut building, and so they sold many of them off. A lot of them went to villages to become village halls, they went to the Women's Institute, and they even become scout huts. Some of them even become homes for people. In fact, the one that I'm sitting in today belonged to a lady that lived in it for many years and it was very much loved. Many of these huts still survive to this day, and you've probably driven past one and not realised what it was, or perhaps you've been into a village hall and not known about its real history. But the point is that huts are still very much loved and cherished, especially here at Great War Huts.